Hello, I'm Brent Peterson, and we are recording a number of videos to accompany our launch of FlightPath Discovery. This is step one of our process. There are going to be 5 of these short modules. This module is focused on the competency step, but before I dive right into FlightPath Discovery, let me make sure that you know where you actually get the workbook that you provide your input to your FlightPath from. So we have a website. It's grittierlto.com. This happens to be the FlightPath page, and there's a little bit of information about the FlightPath, and then we have 2 levels of products. We have the Pro version, which is powered by Hogan. It includes extra assessments through Hogan, and then we have FlightPath Discovery, which is a really great place to start. And that brings together your competencies along with your experience, education, and networking, which we consider your assets. And it also has you select an occupation. You can try various occupations. And then that interaction shows the gaps between your occupational choice and your assets. And then we also go into values, which are just as important in terms of alignment with your occupational choice. So let's go to the client workbook. It looks like this. This is the cover. The only thing I have to do on the cover is it knows today's date, and I'll add my name. And it describes briefly the process. So it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to go through the questions that I'll go through, starting with competency next. And then you send this file back to us at this address, and we will then turn on the algorithms, look it over from a QC quality control standpoint, and then send it back to you, and we'll do that within 5 days of receiving it. Okay? So, so let's get started. So competency. So the idea here on competency is we have 14 questions that we think are married to 7 really enduring, important competencies. You can see them listed here: learning agility, influencing, delivering results, which also requires resilience, collaboration, decision-making, strategic thinking, developing others and teams. We think that those can predict success in many occupations, if not all. We've actually, the reason we're starting with competency is we've taken the effort to map those to our 800 plus different occupations, which we'll get to in our next module. So this is a simple step. We want to think about these statements as they relate to me at work. If you're a student and you're not in the workplace, and think about it as how you work with others on projects. And I'm not going to study these for the moment. I'm just going to create some scores, and we will then see how that creates a radar chart that you may be seeing starting to form off to the right. As I drag, I can make sure that I'm getting it in the right spot by looking at the score. And we'll complete the questions. And I'm going to give pretty low scores there. Okay, so when I look at the radar graph here, solid in influencing, resilience in delivering results, kind of moderate in collaboration, lower in decision making, solid in strategic thinking, lower in developing others, and then learning agility. And so that will inform my next steps, which I will include in the next module, which is destination, and you'll see kind of the interaction between what career choice that I will put into my workbook and how it lines up with my competency. So with that, please join me for module 2 if you have some questions about how career destination works. Thank you.